Hello. Okay, so welcome everybody. I am doing sorry crazy hair today. I'm doing a go live on Facebook and YouTube again today. I find it's the fastest way because then I don't have to upload. And the baby's napping right now, so I'm going to try to get this in. I was doing a energy check-in off camera for Divine Masculine today. Just because the baby's homesick. So I was like, you know what, I'll just take a picture and then I'll describe it on just my Facebook and the community tab on YouTube. But it was so profound that I decided to come on here and explain the cards that came out. You can go to Facebook and look at the spread itself. The picture is there. I'm just going to fix my screen a bit so I can see both chats because I've now lost YouTube somewhere. There we go. And I just want to be able to see the chats. Go ahead and say hi if you're here. I see a couple people on YouTube and a couple people on Facebook here. There we go. I can see both chats. Perfect. Okay. So I apologize for the lighting. I've tried to, is that better? Maybe it's better closed. For now, until the sun goes down a little bit, which will be soon. Okay, there, that is better, I think. So I used a different deck today. I got this deck a little while ago, and it's the Akasha Records. Actually, I can't see myself on Facebook. Let's do YouTube here. There we go. Sorry guys, bear with me. Just getting my screens all up and running. When I look at myself on Facebook, everything is backwards and it's like really confusing. So I'd rather be able to see everything. There we go. Okay. This may end up being very quick. I think I just heard the baby. But anyhow, what I was saying was I'm using the Akasha Record Tarot. And I got this a while ago, and I really haven't studied cards because they're totally different than any oracle and any tarot deck that I've used before. So I was kind of just playing around with it today with Divine Masculine's energy. And as I mentioned, it was some really awesome energy coming through. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to explain each card. So the very first card that came out was the Eight of Scrolls. And it came out in the reverse, and it says, the path unknown. And when it's in the reverse, it talks about in the book how it's almost like a stagnant energy. Divine Masculine really sitting in his thoughts, not knowing which direction to go, sitting in his emotions. And I'm reading this because I see the other cards that are coming out with it. But with the other cards that are coming out with, it's sitting in his emotions and not really knowing what direction to take. In the book, it says the cards to the left of the path, okay, so when we're looking at it, would be this, okay, are for the past life energies that are helping you now in the present. And the cards to the right of this path are what is going to happen in the future, or it's happening now. And it just depends on where you are, Divine Masculines, in your journeys, okay? And Divine Feminines watching, this just helps you kind of understand where Divine Masculine is in his journey at this time. And as well, keep in mind that we have Divine Masculine and we have Divine Feminine energy within us. So this can be looked at as from a personal perspective and not a love journey, okay? Not a sacred union. And keep in mind that the sacred union really is to come into sacred union with oneself first before coming into union together, okay? So really big on my channel is that these readings really can resonate for, I'm not going to say everyone because it's not going to resonate for everybody, but we do all embody those energies, okay? So if this is resonating for you, then, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? Okay, so the cards to the right, which were explaining the current energy or future energy, it would just depend on where you are, Divine Masculines, in your journey, is the reflection card. It's in reverse. You may see me pull from the actual book if I don't remember exactly what it said. But the reflection card in the reverse is sitting in emotion, is the deepest bottoms of the emotion, so that you can't really see the light of what really is going on in and around you, because you're so far into your emotions that it did say in the book, not able to hear your inner voice or hear the voice of the divine because you're so buried in your emotions, okay? And then the Three of Forces came out as well in the reverse. And I just got to check this one really quick because I know that I remember it saying something about empty nest is a good thing in the end, but it's a struggle. So a lot of Divine Masculines are going through a big struggle right now. Sorry, I just need to find, like I said, this is a new book, so I should have put tabs on it. That would make more sense, wouldn't it, guys? Bear with me. Here we go. The bird's nest in reverse. The bird nest reverse indicates some sort of, some sort of separation, reduction, or reorganization. There may be distance in between you and a family member or a loved one at this time. And it may be making you feel a heavy heart. But take heart, an empty nest is always a sign of a happy life. So it's kind of like that feeling of having to purge things out. Hi, Shahil. Nice to see you. I'm great, thanks. How are you? So this reminds me of the post earlier on Facebook talking about purging. It was in reverse, just so you know, I'm holding it up right just so it you can see the picture on it. This card reversal is telling you to let go of the old, rein in your plans, and take a new direction. There may even be a physical move at hand, either for home, business, or both. Be conscious of your options and be courageous in your choices. Though some part of this experience may feel like a loss at first, it is time for a reduction or a relocation can actually lead to a great personal freedom and or professional freedom and transformation. And it really goes hand with this card of being really stuck in the emotions and not being able to let go of those deep emotions, where you're not able to hear your own intuition or your spirit guides speak the truth to you. Emptying your nest is really important to let the good in. And this goes hand in hand with my Facebook post today, speaking on purging. You can purge, but if you're not releasing those heartaches, habits, and hang-ups, then, you're just going to go through the motions all over again. And who wants to do that, right? So I'm doing a Divine Masculine reading right now, Shahil. So we all have Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine energy within us. So this may resonate. And then on the other side of the card, on the left-hand side, which is your past life choices and reflections that are bringing in some guidance through this troubled time of being stuck in that path. It's crazy what came out. Setting your course came out. I want to put them like this so you can see. Setting your course came out, okay? And then this card came out, the Queen of Forces. Now, before I did this reading, the craziest thing happened. I was sitting here watching TV with my little guy, and I closed my eyes for a moment, and I got this bright vision of ball of energy of like the sun, fire, and the water, balls of energy. And look at this card. It was anyway, when it came out, I just had a giggle to myself because I thought, wow, how crazy is that? But that was what I was seeing. And it's representing the divine feminine. Okay. This person is somebody that is very balanced of light and dark, very balanced and divine feminine, divine masculine energy. She is the teacher. She is the one that can balance, she's like almost walking on this water here. But see all the land around her. She's very grounded in her emotions. And I think it's cool because you have this like rainbow right here. And then you have this rainbow in this card as well. Like, I don't use these decks. The reason why I decided to do a reading today, I wasn't going to because my little guy wasn't feeling very good. I was in my office and I was looking for something else. And this whole deck of cards fell on the floor. And I thought, I'm going to take that as a sign. I'm going to do a reading today. And anyway, and like I said, it was supposed to be just a picture. And here we are. I'm now explaining the cards because I think it's so important. So this is a woman in your life that holds the answers and holds the teachings. And it's crazy because it's past life energy. If you read, to the left of that card, it's all about past life. Well, because divine feminine and divine masculine have lived many past lives together, how suiting is that? And then it comes out with setting your course. And if you see the telescope that he has here, now it would be a telescope. What are those called? Somebody help me out here. Like a binocular. There we go. There's the word. It's pointing to the divine feminine. And in this book, it says to look to where he is pointing, okay, his line of sight, which is the divine feminine. And it's setting your course towards her. I'm going to read that, though, for you so you can understand it a bit better. 3 of Scrolls. Let's see here. It's right here. So what do we have here? Hey, if you're here on YouTube, go ahead and say hello. Nice to have you. Okay, so upright, it says, the captain of the ship stands on the forward bridge, surveying the horizon through the telescope. I guess I do call it a telescope. 2 officers nearby refer to an unruled chart. A rainbow colors the sky. This is a great time to broaden your horizon in both your personal and business lives. Do not limit yourself to only one direction. Your opportunities are greater than just what you see. When you widen your scope, you'll find your way to limitless options and boundaries and wealth. Okay. And that brings me back to the letting go and purging and releasing things and not staying so focused on one thing only, right? Let other things in, and it is pointing to divine feminine. This card can also show a potential partnership or affiliation among 3 people who can be helpful for your path. Travel or relocation may be in your agenda too. So that's like 2 cards of relocation back to back. And then it has a special note. The captain's telescope shows the way to more information. In a neighboring card, whether upright or reversed, the card to which the telescope points reveals a supporting influence or obstacle that your charts or your course. That card may also provide insight to the events, people, or partnerships, okay, and or travel or your relocation plans. So let the telescope give you a closer look. So it's so fitting. So the course is set towards divine feminine, and she's the one here that's supposed to be helping you on this journey. Again, go look at my Facebook post. I spoke of that earlier today. I didn't do an actual spread. I just pulled cards today. Okay. And I got some advice cards at the very bottom. But then we have Archangel Gabriel that shows up. Archangel Gabriel is all about communication. Gabriel is the angel that will help you know your truth and speak it, divine masculine, and give it with care, delivery, and absolute truth, without fear, without holding back. Gabriel is here to help you, and I feel it's convey a message, okay, to your divine feminine, because we keep seeing that throat chakra come out in the divine masculine's readings, a blockage of truth and a blockage of communication, true communication. We see that repeatedly come out. If you go back and you watch my other divine masculine on YouTube, I really encourage it. You will see a pattern of truth and clarity coming through for the divine masculine. And so my advice, Spirit's advice, divine's advice to you is to pray and ask Archangel Gabriel for assistance to help you, okay, with this clear and concise truth, okay, in communicating, okay. And then we have the lookout. And just so you know, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana on the ground. Very divinely protected, very divinely guided at this point in this journey. And I feel that the divine masculine is feeling it. No, I have one more. What did I say? 7? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 major arcana out of 3, 6, 7, 19 cards. So that's a lot. Almost half. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, so setting your course, we have Archangel Gabriel here to help you with the communication, to unblock that throat chakra, help you bring in the real truth, know your truth, and be able to actually verbally deliver it with love, okay? And then we have the outlook that came in, and this is very much like the tower moment. It's the moment of truth. It's, you know, he's standing at the top of this burning ship, and he has his telescope, or actually is the binoculars here, if you can see that. And he's like, where's safe land? Where do I go? How am I going to get out of this mess that, you know, it's like he set fire to his own ship here. Because the way the card reads, it says where the binoculars are pointing, okay, in your layout of your spread is where you can seek help out of this mess. And look at where it is sitting. So I'm going to put the cards the way that they're sitting, like this. There's the binoculars looking up, and it's looking at these 2 cards, which is the journey, which is the divine feminine, which is staying your course, okay, or getting back on track, because this is, again, past life energy with this lookout. And then we have 13, Buddha prepares. So this is all about going into isolation. A lot of divine masculines are going through their purging and they're releasing right now. They're going through this dark soul of the night. They're going through trying to figure this all out, because for many of them, they don't understand that they're going through this spiritual awakening and they're going through all this hurt and this pain for a reason. And it's to come to a spiritual journey. And so Buddha is sitting here preparing, and everybody in the background is waiting for him, but he's not going to make any move until he's ready. And I just want to read a little bit out of that, number 13. Like I say, guys, this is a new, well, it's just a deck I don't often use. The Buddha sits in meditation. The hills in the background are dotted with other people meditating and patiently waiting for him to speak, but he won't move a muscle until he is ready. This card shows a time for inner preparation for action. Before you can reach outside yourself, you must reach within to find your power, your purpose, and your direction. This period of time may feel a little like waiting, and it appears so in your exterior life because some points of action seem to be on a standstill. Really, though, you're just taking the time that you require to prepare and truly step into your power. So and for Divine Feminines, this is a message to you. Oh my gosh, look, it's on page 77. To me, that's a union number. It's divinely guided. To step into your power. And this is for Divine Feminines, this is, another page of patience for you guys. This is a sign of more patience that's going to have to be had. Don't be in a hurry. The time you act is coming. So it does also say it's coming, okay? The time to act is coming, and when it is here, your strength will be available to you and absolute. Okay, so it is coming. For a lot of you, you've been sitting in this meditation for a while now, and it's coming almost like a full circle, okay? And then we have birth or Beth, and I'm going to read this one too. These are all major arcana in this deck. And it says, the sun shines upon a plain in England where stands an ancient hinge in the distance and a grove of birch trees nearby. Upon many of the trees is carved an old Celtic organ letter Beth, which represents a birch tree and stands for birth. A beautiful woman walks forward carrying a basket while two children run happily towards her. With this card, it is time for a new start, perhaps actually birth, or at least a metaphorical one. So this reminds me of the World card, or the Death card, where it's like a rebirth is happening, and how so fitting after this Buddha and meditation card, right? Going within and knowing your lessons. With this card, it is time for a new start, perhaps an actual birth. Sorry, I said that. An old phase is passing away and a new one begins. But even this new beginning has its roots in your deepest histories and your past lives. This whole read is about past life connections. And that is what this union is of sacred, divine masculine, and divine feminine union is all about past life history together. You guys came here, you wrote your destiny in this lifetime. Okay, so even when you're going through all this karmic stuff and it hurts and it's agonizing, we signed up for this. And it is to make us stronger, to be able to know our path and understand it. Because if we don't understand what it feels like to hurt and to earn for somebody and or earn for the wrong things even, or have addictions, or have, habits, hang-ups, or whatever it may be, how are we supposed to relate to others and teach and help raise the consciousness of the earth, right? So we are made, most of the time, these individuals are coming together in sacred union usually have one of the roughest times, okay? And it's for a purpose. This card is associated with fertility, sensuality, and motherhood. So it's another Empress kind of feel to this card. And just a new energy altogether. There may be new energy in romance for you or for a home. You could be giving birth to a creative project, to whatever it is, celebrate. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. Prepare for wonderful growth and opportunities that are about to come. So it's getting in preparation. You see how this is all coming down. The tower has fallen. Your eyes are to now go back up to the skies, back up to what it is you signed up for, looking up to this path in this divine feminine energy. the angels are stepping in to help you with communication. This tower has now fallen and you realize your path. But you're not going to come clean until you come out of this meditation and look, and then here it is, the rebirth. You're going to come forward. And then we have the card 14, and it's in, what's it say? Initiation and the Count Saint Germain. So you're being initiated. And I'm going to read this card too, because it was very powerful. So I feel that this is divine masculine and divine feminine, but this is for mainly divine masculine, this reading. But it reads, standing among the pillars with a beautiful temple, the Ascended Master, Count Saint Germain, sends his light and energy to the four robed people who stand before him. It is time for their initiation. This card represents your initiation. Okay, so divine masculine, this is your initiation. It is much more than a change or even a transformation. It's nothing less than your movement into a higher revelations of power, insight, and achievement. And the time is now. So this is divine stepping in saying it is time to take your role as divine masculine, as scary as it may seem. Some loss of lower vibration relationship, job, and activities may require in order to lift you to the new heights and power that awaits you. Your initiation can be aided by meditation and study, as well as connecting with this ascended masters whom with you have worked for centuries upon centuries. Okay, so ask the divine who these people are and meditate on that. Okay, and they will come in for you. Know that you have shared purpose and activities with these masters, even if you aren't certain of what they are yet. The discipline you create now during your initiation and the work you do with the masters will lift your service to the world and to all humankind. This is a time of enormous uplifting, first in your energy and evolution, then in your manifest outer reality. The power that you hold within will impact every part of your life. Okay. The last card out before I got what was the word? I got advice, okay? Extra comments from Spirit was this commitment. I really, really, really wish that I shuffled these on camera, because the way that they came out is tremendously amazing. It tells a story of the whole journey. Okay, start to finish. Now you pick where you are in this journey. Okay. For the most people that are on the timeline that I usually tap into, commitment is coming. It's very, very close. I keep seeing the numbers 101 and 202. So, it could be anywhere from the portal in January. It could be the portal in February. But I do keep seeing those numbers over and over and over again. I also keep seeing the number 000, meaning the time is now. So from now until I say February, we're going to be seeing a lot of unions coming in. Keep in mind that divine feminines, you have to stay on your path, because if you do not, you're going to repel this energy that's coming in, and it's going to put your timeline longer out. Because I see a lot of people on channels saying, well, you predicted da-da-da. And that's all great. For one, it's a collective, so it's hard to pinpoint a time and day. And divine doesn't work that way. There is some things left to the mystery of things. However, if we aren't walking our path the way that we are supposed to, we will repel divine masculine, and he or she will not come in. You have to stay on your path just as well as them stay on their path for this to all come into fruition. Okay. So this card was the last card out besides the bottom of the deck. And then I got some messages from Spirit. So the rose, number 1. I'm just going to grab again. Oh, Rose. So one of Rose, it's called, which I think is the first. Yeah. I absolutely love this deck. I am going to study it and use it more often because I find the messages are very deep. And I think a lot of people needed to hear this today. So upright, roses are scattered around a contract on a brightly lit desk. So again, it's the contract, the soul's contract, okay? When this card appears upright, it means that the valuable union is at hand. A romantic commitment may be coming your way, or perhaps a love from your past life, can't get over this deck of cards, is returning to you. I keep getting the message that divine masculine is coming home, okay? Because for a lot of you divine feminines, hey Katie, for a lot of you divine feminines, it's like he or she is home to you. So I keep getting that message. But yeah, so commitment is on the horizon and union. Let's see here where I got. A business commitment may be forthcoming, such as an offer or promotion or a new business venture. This card also could indicate signing of other types of paper, including the sale or purchase of a house or beginning of a new investment. So there's more messages here about moving. Okay, that's I think 3 or 4 cards now about moving. Either way, this card is filled with light, and it indicates that the good results are in the offering. As with many cards, part of the meaning refers to you. It is to remember to be conscious of your commitment to yourself, okay? And I think this is a really big message. Well, it's a big message to both, okay? But divine feminines, make sure you're listening in closely to this. If you want others to put you first or help bring happiness to your life, then you must commit to do the same. Your self-honoring choices will set the groundwork for all your partnerships to thrive. So divine masculine, putting the energy into yourself first, creating that balance within, and divine feminine, not forgetting to put the energy into yourself first, okay? I did post a post on Facebook today about holding space for your divine masculine. Divine masculines are going through a lot right now. And if you are not in communication, meditate and pray on that and send them the energy through the higher realms, through the 5D space, because that energy, if you pray on it and you work with your angels, guides, starseeds, Jesus, whoever it is that you pray to and believe in, that energy will find them and it will help them, okay? So on the very bottom of the deck, we had wish fulfillment, wish fulfilled. This was after I pulled the last 6 cards of advice or messages. And I mean, I can't, it's wish fulfillment. This is the last card that came out today. It's a beautiful, beautiful spread. Now, these are side messages, okay? So for, hey, Destin. So these are side messages for divine masculine. I'm going to start on this. Which side am I going to start on? One is about the relationship and one is about work. I'm going to start off with work. I got 3 cards back to back. They're all to do with work, promotion, or a job offer. So this could be something, divine masculines, that has happened recently. You've gotten a job, or it's something that's in the works and it's brewing. I thought it was crazy. 3 cards back to back. One was more of a mentorship card. Let me see. The first card out was the King of Keys. Let me just get that because, again, like I said, this is a new deck. So, well, new for me to work with. Let's just put it that way. But, yeah, here we go. The King of Keys. So it says, the King of Keys rides the splendid horse towards a great castle in the distance. He is happy and at ease as he travels home. There's another card of traveling home to the divine feminine. This is an entrepreneurial man with civil and commercial authority. He is confident, astute, and perhaps overly focused on his work or career. Though he can be very thoughtful and helpful to you in business or financial matters, he is often more goal-oriented than people-oriented. Keep in mind that if this man turns out to be a love interest for you or another, whether the King of Keys represents you or another, be on the lookout for a major promotion, heightened of income, okay, which also, suggests an offer, or the furthering of a career achievement, careers in finance, real estate, and business, a typical for the King of Keys, but management in any industry can be forthcoming. This may also be a good time for self-employment and business expansion for you or a man in your life. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Keys, which I believe also spoke of a job offer or promotion. So things are starting to pick up for the Divine Masculine. And the reason for this is because you're doing the work. If things just always seem like they were going to shit before, it's because you weren't putting the self-love in, you weren't putting your own self-worth, you kept going around in karmic cycles. Now, if you've now put a stop to that, and this goes for anybody, okay, because we all have Divine Masculine in our energy field. If you're not putting a stop to the things in your life, okay, karma will come in, divine will come in, and they're going to wipe them out for you. But it's still up to you to do the work to heal. It's still up to you to make sure that you're moving forward and doing your part, okay, of the healing process and the purging and the releasing. Because if you're not doing that, you're not going to be rewarded. But if you are doing those things, then good things are going to come to you. Being Divine Masculine, a lot of Divine Masculines see success and they're tied to money. Okay. Divine Feminine is the opposite. It's more to do with love. And again, we all have those energies. We all embody them all. So like the business side of me is very Divine Masculine, but my journey of sacred union is Divine Feminine. We all embody both. Okay. Seven of Keys says, a man stands atop a mountain with a rope draped over his shoulder. Metal stakes known as pittons remain in the steep cliff face as he has climbed, evidence of the difficult path of his ascent. The rope and the pittons may be the physical keys necessary for his achievement, but so were his hard work and resolution. Okay, so this is again talking about what I just spoke of, the hard work, okay, and the resolution to be rewarded. This card shows with great effort and determination you can apply yourself and your goals for assured success. Though there may be some risk involved, you can reach the top. There could be a promotion or advancement to much higher position coming. Understand, however, that it isn't just luck or external influences, but your own hard work and application, okay, that is bringing the achievement you seek. So keep your efforts strong. Instead of being passed by, you will climb to the heights. So there's a message here for Divine Masculines to stay on their path of self-growth and finding themselves again. And if things aren't coming into fruition now, start putting the work in. You're going to see the benefits. Okay, so if this offer isn't already happened, if it's not going to happen, like say within the next couple weeks, then this is saying dig your heels into that cliff, get to the top, do your work, because on the other side of this, there's victory. Okay, there is success and there will be a reward for you waiting. If you missed the mark this time, there's always next time. Make sure you're putting in the work. And then we have this King of Forces, and this talks about a very balanced male figure in your life coming into your life, Divine Masculine, to help bring some balance. You see how there's a wolf. So this camera's really crappy. Sorry, guys, because I'm on my computer. But there's a wolf and there's a rabbit right here. And it's like those two animals, that's the wolf's prey, right? Like, so the thing is that this man is so grounded and so powerful that he's able to calm these energies. So they're all sitting like they're best friends, with this antelope or deer, I think it's a deer, sitting there. But this is saying that there's either somebody coming into your life that is like this. It's kind of like this queen. Oh, look at that. We have a pair. The Queen of Forces. I'm getting the message now. Okay, this makes sense. This is you. This is the Emperor. This is divine masculine. This is divine union. Just like my vision today. The vision was of the ball of fire and the ball of energy of blue. It was balancing your energies to come together as one. This is the divine counterpart right here. These two. Okay, union is here for many. Okay, then we have 3 other messages. So we have on the other side, the light of the world. Divine masculine. This gentleman here is holding this lantern. It kind of reminds me of the Hermit card a little bit. But you see this young fella in the window. This guy, he's bringing you the light. He's bringing you the knowledge. This is divine stepping in. This is your spirit team. This is your starseed team saying, we're here. We're trying to get your attention and we need you to listen. This is a 10 completion, which breaks down to a 1, which is a new beginning, and you are ready. Let's read it into the book and see what it says. Number 10, another major arcana. This reading is so powerful. I can't even get over it. I wish I had them on camera coming out because anyhow, 10. An old sage holds the glowing lantern and knocks on the door with no latch. A young man inside is too distracted. Okay, this is the story. He's too distracted to answer the knock. Your divine being is trying to get your attention. All it takes is a moment of your awareness to open the door. Though your life may be busy, the opportunity now presents itself for you to move into a higher awareness. It is a great time to open your higher self and all its wisdom and powers. It is your soul, your eternal being who approaches, but it is up to you and only you. Open the door. To open the door. Hang on here. You do that by taking real and regular action in knowing and feeling the wise and radiant being you are forever. Through meditation and study, you can own that your enormous love, power, and vision. You can make every day sacred by going within. Once you do, you will know a radiant and greater power in every step and with every word. You will be able to bring this magnificent force to your world, changing your life forever. So again, this is just a card that you are being divinely guided to this point. You are being divinely guided to what? To this union. You're being divinely guided to this beautiful commitment that you will both have. Okay, this isn't a one-sided relationship. This is where spirituality and practicality meet. This is love of many lives. But in this life, it will be the love of your life. And wishes will be fulfilled. Because the two of you together are a power couple. People that are going into this sacred union in 2020 are major power couples. Okay? Major power couples. So if you've been worried in the past that you haven't had everything that you've wished for, it's coming. Because when you come together, it's going to be a very powerful time. And there's the baby. So I'm going to try to get through these. I was going to do a couple extra messages, but I'm not going to have time. So that's fine. The Queen of Roses came out and the Oracle of Delph. So let's read what these say, and then the reading is done, guys. The Queen of Rose. He's not happy. Oh, he's okay for a second, though. That's the wrong way. Roses were first, I think. Sorry, excuse me, guys. Sorry, guys, I'm not used to this book. I thought roses was first. What's going on? Maybe it's second. Here we go. Just at the back. There's the roses. Okay, Queen of Rose. I know it's about love and unconditional love. I know that much. This card shows a beautiful woman with roses in her hair and all around her. A beautiful scene expands outside, but she is peacefully focusing on the flower in her hand. The Queen of Roses signifies a woman who is loving and supportive, but with a passionate side as well. This is a card of loving connection. A relationship with someone you know may deepen and become more meaningful, or someone new may appear. So divine masculine, this is saying maybe she wasn't everything that you would normally go for, or it's like, as it says here, someone you may know may deepen. So the connection is going to get deeper, even if it's not there yet. Be open to the connection. It may be a romantic one, or it might be that of a friend. Okay, so it's talking about coming closer together in union. The Queen of Roses can represent a woman in your life stepping into the role of a wife or a mother at this time. It is a time for loving energy to be voiced. Okay, it's about this archangel helping you speak your truth to this queen, okay, and bring that truth forward in a loving manner, but to be very truthful with yourself about this connection, because a lot of the divine masculines have been holding back out of fear that they aren't worthy of this connection, that they're not going to know what to do with their abilities and their psychic abilities when they hit, because for some of you, they're already starting to evolve through dream states or meditation, or just, hearing divine. It is happening. And it is time to let the angels come in and help you voice what you really feel for your queen, okay? The emotional side. Yeah, so it's basically saying that it's time to have resolution with your love, okay? And to express, look at this, it says, open your heart and to the expression of caring with the one around you. Okay, and we have one more. This is the last one. I have to go grab the date. It's number 1. It's another major arcana. Again, that's 8 out of 19 cards were majors today. Very divinely guided reading. Okay, so it says the Oracle of Delphi. The Pythia, or the priestess of Delphi, sits upon a high 3-legged seat, steaming gently. It rises from a small fissure, I think it is, in the ground. Nearby, a robed priest prepares to write upon an open scroll, while the Pythia physically receives a prescription from Apollo. It is the priest who interprets her pronouncements. In this, we see the 2 important keys in this psychic experience: perception and interpretation. Sorry, I'm trying to page here. When you receive this card, you're in a time of great insight and psychic power. What was I just talking about? I was talking about being awoke, having your gifts are heightening at this time, okay? Even if you don't realize it yet, it lies very close to your conscious, because you have used this gift in so many past lives. That's like when I first started realizing that I was gifted. I was told that when it happens, it's just going to happen. It's going to be like, well, where in the heck did all this come from? Like, I didn't study anything. I didn't, it's because it's ingrained in our DNA, because in my past lives, I was probably a shaman, or I was, healer or, whatnot. I relate to shaman a lot. Where was I? When you receive this card, it is a time and great sight of psychic power. Even if you don't realize it yet, it lies very close to your consciousness because you've used the gift in so many past lives. Sorry, I read that. You may get images or feelings without knowing how to interpret them. Take notes as you practice both your psychic perceptions and the interpretations. Just as they gave you the Oracle of Delphi a profound awareness, your psychic perceptions and their interpretations give you powerful insight and Akashic vision of the world. So, wow, what a way to end the reading. Divine Masculine is going through a lot. There's a lot brewing around in his head right now. He's wondering what the heck's happening. He's purging. It's like awakening is just hitting him tenfold, and it may be putting him on his ass right now. So the big message here is Divine Feminines, make sure that you're sending him all the light and love. Hold that space for him because he's coming. And only do so, though, if you're able. Okay, if you feel that you cannot wait and have the space for him, then that is always a personal choice. We have free will. But for now, I got to go, guys. The baby's up. And much love, light, and laughter. And stay empowered. Oh, and now my mouse isn't working. Well, isn't that something? I can't even get off mine here. There we go. There we go. Okay, guys. Thanks. See you later.